It's gonna stay up. Oh, here we go. It's finally gone live. So I figured it would be easier to do a live video of this than save it to my phone and go back and upload it afterwards. So these automatically save anyways. As you can see here, we've got the live video pulled up on the phone. You can see exactly what's going on. Granted, it's not in perfect time. It'll show up in due time. We'll eventually get the right size here. Yes, I know. He needs new hood. But this is all a work in progress. That didn't work. You gonna stay? Alright, so this is the coolant crossover pipe that is leaking. On the 5.4, the intake has to come off in order to get this off because it sits over top of this tab right here. And I'm really a dowel in. And I may very well not have to take the alternator off. We're gonna, yeah, I need to get some clips put back in there. Anyways, this is the seal here that's leaking. So we're gonna change this one, and that one. I'm gonna try to do it without taking the alternator off, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to at least take the bracket off and the wiring. So we'll get started. Don't mind the mess, aka my house. I got a little bit of heat exhaustion the other day and went inside, never came back out. I say a little bit, I almost passed out like 5 times. Everything went dark. Should probably disconnect that battery. I don't know if it's hard to do, man. Uh-oh. Oh no. Getting dirty on a Sunday. Why is the alternator hot? Nothing else is hot. Only the alternator. It's hot like it was just ran. I mean, I guess the motor or the engine is slightly warm. Let's see if we can find out what size that joker is. A 12. Is this a 12? Yes, this is a 12. Oh. Oh yeah. Don't buy that. It's junk. This is a recovery machine. I sent the company a message. I said it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It doesn't pull a full vacuum, although my 30-year-old vacuum pump does. may want me to send them a video of it doing it. I don't even want to use this thing again. It's $500. Come on, get out of there. Yeah. It didn't feel too good. All right, now to find a drain pan. Unless there's no coolant, which is very likely too, since it's constantly leaking. If there's any in there, it's very minimal. I need my vice grips too. I'm gonna cover this up. This is a horrible, horrible view. Filthy yard. Paid someone to come and clean it, but I'm a very dirty person. Very dirty. Alright, let's get these. There's a little crusty. Now, to find a drain pan. I don't have one in there. Or in there, but I know where. Oh, there is one in here. Under these EJ covers. Or EJ 20 valve covers. Oh yeah, that'll work. Again, don't mind my yard. Let's get the pan lined up. It's a little bit of a delay. It'll be fine. Reach down here and move this pan under the engine. Oh, hitting everything. Ja. Okay, there we go. Yeah. That explains everything. It says Duralast. Man alive. Oh, yeah, now you want to lock into place. Alright, yep, it didn't want to come off. A little bit of pickage action. Be very gentle so as not to poke a hole in the radiator hose. I pull it off and it's like a boom. Oh, that one's tight. Yeah, she's really tight. Let's get over here on this side. Come on. You're worry about not having enough torque with this specific ratchet, but that time it didn't have enough torque. Make sure to clean your corrosion off if you're doing this. We don't have to take that piece off, so we're not going. Is there bolts that come up through the bottom side? There absolutely is bolts that come up through the bottom side. So the intake has to come off anyways. The good news is, pretty much a professional at taking these Ford intakes off, except for that thing, the EGR. Would you get out of the way? Pull the wiring harness. Where do you disconnect from the bottom side? Alright, I'll go ahead and get this fuel line disconnect tool off of this pile of Ford. We'll go ahead and disconnect. Jeebus. Woo, that was tight. That is a 5/8 for anyone that's doing this. All right, let's see which direction we want to start removing things here. The way that makes the most sense and provides the most space. Remember if the heater core tube goes into the actual intake or if it goes from the back of the water pump into a tube that goes to the back. We'll find out momentarily. That's not the size I need. I need an 8 milli. Where did I put it? That's the gaskets for this one. I'm not looking for gaskets, I'm looking for the 8mm I used to take this one apart, which I assumed would have been inside of here. The day in the life of the individual. We'll go ahead and get old Trusty here. Alright, let's see. Zippity-doo, zippity-doo. Get out of here. Yeah, buddy. Man alive. This one has a red clip on it, so make sure to disconnect it. Now then, what? There we go. It came right off of there that time. It's good. Well, all the wiring harness. Man, what is going on with this thing? I'm not even being that hard on it. It's 14. Oh, I see a little bit of agua back there on the back. Maybe gasoline. We shall see in due time. Oh, those are 10s that hold it down. But not this. This is an 8. Wrong way, stupid. For those that may be watching this channel for the first time, if you're catching the live, congratulations. I'll be doing lives every single day on every job that I work on, unless it doesn't pertain to automotive repairs. And in that case, interesting, sure, I'll do a video of it. If it's frustrating, I don't want y'all to hear me cuss. Let's see, am I gonna get in there? Get out of here, mosquito. Put them against the firewall. And I do believe what we probably gonna do is, oh man, I don't know which route I want to go with that. I'll either take it off from the throttle body itself, is it the tube that's holding it that tight? Because this piece served absolutely no purpose. Yep, that's the EGR tight. Still 100 degrees out here, or at least it feels like it. Oh, she's tight. I may not get this all the way done before the kids have to be put to bed. But I'm definitely going to give it a shot. Would you get out of there? I'm over here glistening like Edward from Twilight. That dude had nerts hanging from the back of his truck. Okay, back to this side, back to that, back to that side. Just, what the heck was that? Oh, that seal fell off. Oh, another bolt here. Now they're all out. I'll take this and disconnect back to the back. Move it over here out of the way. I've got to get a 14 or a 13 or whatever size that other guy may be. It may be a 12, but I highly doubt it. I'm really surprised there is a 13 in there, and it's super rusty. It's a 14. To keep in my truck. They spent one day in there and the rest of their life outside. What? A 14? It's a 14 and a half, man. So GoPro recommended that I commentate. That was what they said in the live whenever I started it. Said it's recommended to commentate. Thanks, GoPro. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to take that fuel rail off too, but we'll see when the time comes. Alright, am I gonna be able to get back there with the socket? Probably not. Yeah, I do have a 14 millimeter gear wrench. I just have to go get it. Let me just see. It looks like I may be able to sneak down in there on the back and take the back bolt out. Without having to take that bracket off. That bracket is unfortunately going to be in the way, so I'm going to go get a 14 gear wrench. There's no use in even fighting with it at this point. These two boxes, I swear, get moved around more than anything in this trailer. Let's see, the other one was a 15. We'll just see which one of the 15s are going to work. I got 3 of them. 2 gear and a basic old 15. Hardest part is getting everything off of the outside of the intake. The intake itself is not hard at all to take off. Jeez Louise. I don't have enough room to fit a finger. It's not exactly the easiest thing to get to without a swivel head. Oh, it works great. I'm holding the gear. Piece of junk. I don't think I'm gonna have to take this all the way off, but I am going to get it as loose as I possibly can without having to fish a bolt back in there. Okay, good. Whew, I thought that gasket fell down in there for a minute. The intake's about to come off anyway, so it doesn't really matter so much, but it's the fact behind it. Hello? Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough to get the intake over the alternator, so I'm probably going to pull the alternator as well, which requires me to pull the belt. It's not the end of the world. The alternator is super simple. I do have a video of it. On the 5.4s, these bolts, 10 millimeter. On that, I think they're 12. That's not the Anther bread. It's a 13. Alright, so time to go find a 13 now. Get this. I think I've got an extension over there because this is not going to be long enough to get my ratchet past the water pump pulley. Doesn't have to come all the way out, remember. And now the whole thing is loose. You see those bolts are still in. This bracket here is off. And let's get this dirt dauber's nest out of there. Now we'll be able to have room, maybe, if the guide bracket's not in the way, or belt. What do you call that thing? Keeps the belt from flying off and smacking everything else whenever it breaks. Anywho, now what did I do with though? Just blow it up, man, blow it up. I need to get my big meat sausages back there.